All right, everyone. Yeah, just thought I'd jump on for a little bit of a stream for maybe just for an hour or two. Just gonna show off some battle gameplay and stuff, and maybe some other stuff too. See what happens. But yeah, I'll just there was a couple of units I didn't actually check out the other day. Where's the elite? Are they count as monstrous? Where are the, like, exalted, like a spot? Oh, there they are. Champions of Slanesh. Oh yeah, they count as monsters and beasts. Mercy the Bold. Try grounding Skycutters into any forest and see what happens. Okay, we can try that out. Effects. Yeah, I wanted to try out these guys and see what they were like. What are they, anti-infantry? Yeah. Not bold is aerodynamic, indeed. There's some hails. So. Let's give them like a crap ton of ship's company. We don't really need these guys. There, I guess we're giving some anti-large as well. How much is Caradron? We stream the new DLC, yeah, in about 3 days we get to stream the campaign. So yeah, I'm sort of, there's not really much, I'm not really that interested in doing battle tests and stuff like that a lot at the moment, but yeah, I want to, definitely want to stream a lot of the campaign once that comes out. But yeah, I gotta wait another like 3 days or so. I just wanted to see how much these guys like romp through infantry. Probably should put more, should put more variety of infantry and other units for them to chomp on. Yeah, in case you missed it, it's the week of Dechala this week, so we can expect some Dechala news.
Favored champion, Dechala.
Yeah, I just want to see if we can. Let's see the health bars.
A more intimate spot.
Which one's the blade thing? That's the one she does, yeah.
A fount of power.
Yeah, she basically drills everybody now. Alright, so these guys basically haven't taken any damage. They haven't done that much damage either, though. The Dechala stuff's up. Beautiful. Yeah, no, I was just waiting for it to come out officially. I had it already, but I had to just wait and read off the blog. Yeah, so the other reason why I'm here today is to read the Dechala blog that just came out. Thanks, Hellsgate. Yeah, I was actually waiting for that, but I just didn't want to announce it before they officially announced it. Something like that. All right. Bear with me a second. I'm just gonna set this stuff. I'll just put a link out for you guys, so you can read along at your own pace. Yeah, so we can actually play around with Dechala in battle, but I can't show you any of her campaign at the moment. So yeah, it is what it is. Just change this. Sorry, might be a sec. Fixing up the stream stuff. All right. Yeah, Dechala. So yeah, hopefully you guys can see that already. Welcome, Thralls. Today we're diving into the world of the merciless many-armed champion of Slaanesh, Dechala the Denied One. Demonic in form, if not in essence. So even though she looks like a demon, she's actually like a mortal chaos lord. Dechala stalks the world, the living embodiment of the Prince of Pleasure's aspects of decadence and cruelty. Head of the infamous chaos warband known as the Tormentors, she roams far and wide, mesmerizing everyone she subjugates and rendering them into mindless thralls to service her every whim. When their lives are all spent in her service, the warband moves on to the next enthralling conquest. In battle, she's a blur of blades, moving and striking with grace, fury, and frightening speed. She has her own unique skill line, which unlocks a series of abilities in combat. We can show you that in a second. Or we'll show you that after we read this, if you haven't seen it already. Enhancing the capabilities of her and herself, her followers throughout the battle. Her presence on the battlefield inspires her forces as they take the initiative and tear into the enemy lines. So if you enjoy swift and punchy first strike armies and campaigns which alternate between fast and brutal land grabs followed by periods of development, you'll find much more to love about Dechala. Yeah, I was wondering, that seemed interesting. Like, what is there actually, I'm not sure, is there actually an incentive to stop like getting land? Like, because normally what you do is you'd keep grabbing land, and behind the front lines you'd start developing, but you'd still be grabbing new land and you'd start developing that new land, you know what I mean? So this seems to say that there's some sort of reason why you would stop taking land for a while. I don't know. Decala's campaign focused on subjugating population of captured settlements, binding them to her will as thralls who fuel her war efforts and sustain her growing domination. Thralls serve as her primary resource and attract in the upper central UI panel. They're essential for constructing her pleasure palaces and also power the proliferating cults action shared with other Slaaneshi factions. So proliferate cults is a thing that Nakari's got that allows you to just instantly spawn, is it 3 cults or 6 cults? Like a bunch of cults around in random spots around the world, and then you can use them to like teleport your legendary lord to the cult locations. Unlike her kin, she does not send her thralls forth as cultists. Oh, does that mean she doesn't get the cultist? She doesn't get the cultist hero? They're simply tools, their labor and lives spent in the service of her divine purpose. Making your thrall economy work for you is all about settlement management, and here's where Decala's 3 unique settlement types come into view. So, she's got Pillars of Cruelty. When her forces occupy a captured settlement, they convert into one of 3 distinct types. So we've got Occupy as Thrall Camp, Occupy as Pleasure Palace, or Occupy as a Tormentor's Hold. First, the Thrall Camp. This forms the basis of your Thrall economy as it feeds the number of Thralls each turn to the global pool. So you take over a settlement, you've got 1,000 Thralls in that territory or whatever. But they're not in your global pool. They're like in the settlement. There's like 1,000 Thralls like in the settlement. The Thrall Camp building has several functions, cheaply converting more and more thralls to your global pool, but also improving growth and replenishment, as well as generating gold, which is still a requirement for unit recruitment and upkeep. Thrall Camp contains a finite thrall population, however, and when the population dries up, the buildings and settlements see a significant drop in productivity. Funds getting low, need more thralls, conquer more settlements. So yeah, you have like 1,000 thralls, but then once your 1,000 thralls are used up, the settlement's basically useless to you. I wonder if there's anything stopping you from just like abandoning the settlement and then just reoccupying it again. Like, do you get a new 1,000 thralls if you just reoccupy it again? Or maybe you want to like, I don't know, sell it, trade, yeah, like, oh yeah, you probably want to like region trade it to somebody and then have them like reoccupy it so you can retake it again and get more thralls or something. Second settlement type is a Tormentor's Hold. These are military settlements dedicated to recruitment, provincial defense, and the spread of corruption. They make great little strongholds at potential trouble spots on the campaign map, and through various building upgrades offer a decent range of recruitment options from low tier units such as Devoted Marauders, Slaying Gores, Furious Hellstriders, up to mid tier such as Chaos Warriors with Hell Scourges, Seekers, Exalted Demonettes, and Slaanesh Spawn. Okay, but they don't give you your like top tier like Doomstack kind of stuff. Hey, useful. There's a broad enough selection to build or bolster local armies, but when it's top tier and specialist units you're after, you need to head to the third settlement type, the Pleasure Palace. So it sounds like they have no economic. They didn't mention anything about producing gold or anything. Sounds like they have like no economic value. Maybe the Tormentors Holds, they're just purely recruitment, but yeah, it didn't specifically say that, but yeah. Pleasure Palace is a glittering shrine to Dechala and a decadence in the beating heart of Decala's burgeoning empire. Pleasure Palaces can only be constructed on provincial capitals, so these are like your towers. Every building or building upgrade costs thralls to construct. Money has no role here, it's all about utilizing your thralls so Dechala and her tormentors can indulge in decadent pursuits. Every whim is catered, it's where you go to entice big demonic units into existence, such as soul grinders and keepers of secrets, and everything down the tree from there. In short, a palace is a major recruitment center, a defensive bastion, and a solid generator of campaign wealth. Okay, so you have to use thralls to build your buildings, but once you've built the buildings, presumably they can produce lots of money. Pleasure Palace doesn't rely on finite regional thrall populations to function, so it won't suffer the inevitable productivity decline that a thrall camp does. When you have 2 or 3 upgraded Pleasure Palaces in place, you'll find the income they bring mitigates the loss from declining thrall camps somewhat, which helps you insure against bankruptcy. So basically, thrall camps provide thralls and they can provide money, but once your thralls completely run out, then they won't provide as much money. Whereas for your tower or your Pleasure Palace, you use thralls to build the buildings, but then they just keep on producing the money after that, even once you run out of thralls. I think that's from how I'm reading that. Unique mechanic, Decadence. Nearly every building in the Pleasure Palace adds to Decala's Decadence rating, which, like thralls, is tracked in the upper central UI panel. As Decadence rises, you can only see half my face. Oh yeah. Yeah, there you go. Now you can see my whole face. My face is like showing up really well today as well. Weird. The lighting is just different days, I think. I think maybe when I'm streaming the daytime it's not as good. Anyway, yeah, I'm very well lit today. Thanks, Fullspoil. Appreciate that. Decadence, track the Decadence rises. You can choose to spend it on Tormentor's tributes. Okay. So these are some of those. We don't know what any of them are, but they sound cool. So these little bottles are your Decadence rating. Oh yeah, so you got Decadence 0 in this little screenshot here, and we got 290 global thralls. Marks of Vindictiveness are inexpensive one-shot buffs that can be applied to your units in the pre-battle panel. Each mark can be permanently upgraded for greater efficiency, and each purchase buys you a bundle of 3. They're a great way of bolstering individual units who outperform their vanilla capabilities. Okay, so it's sort of like Mother Stankia's like buffs that she can put on her units before battle. As they're so cheap, you can amass quite a number in a relatively short space of time once you have your first Pleasure Palace up and generating Decadence. So the Pleasure Palace sounds like it'll just continue generating Decadence and money, even once you run out of thralls. It's not required. Thralls are just required to build the buildings. Tormentor's tributes come in 2 forms: opulent gifts and exquisite spoils. Opulent gifts are unique enchanted items that can be given to your lords and heroes, such as the Gift of Adoration, which buffs all friendly units within 55 meters of the bearer with a bonus melee and speed buff. Exquisite spoils are the most expensive of the Tormentor's tributes, with good reason. The 6 available bring powerful global enhancements relating to specific building chains in your pleasure palaces. For instance, sparring aspirants increases your global recruitment capacity by 2. Vanity mirrors benefit Dechala directly, granting her a ward save, reducing all attrition-based casualties in her army by 33%, and buffing her with 25% XP gain. Dechala herself, her strengths and weaknesses. All right, so we got legendary Lord Dechala. So many cool mechanics. Yeah, they both Dechala and Aislinn seem to have lots of mechanics. Oh, this is I was wondering what these things were. Like, that's Dechala. Like, if you stretch out her tail, it's like a big, long, giant tail. Of course, she's normally got it like curled up around under her. When she's not admiring herself in her vanity mirrors or coiled in her chase lounge. I guess it's chase lounge. While her thralls busy themselves to death. Dechala moves fast, really fast. Not just on the battlefield. Fully upgraded, she's about the same speed as a mounted character, but also in how swiftly she levels up. As a base statistic, she steals 15% of the XP of her other lord that her other lords would gain. Okay, so that's interesting. So if you attack on 2 or 3 fronts at once, then you'll get like more XP. And if you have 3 lords supporting her in battle, each of them gets like 50% of the XP that your main lord gets. So instead of getting her normal, if she's the main army, instead of getting 100%, she'll get 15% of the 50% that the other 2 get as well. So that'd be like 7.5 times 3. So she's gonna get like 122%, whatever, XP, basically just as base. If you have 3 lords with her. And if you have other lords going out and attacking big targets, then she'll get, 15% of their XP as well. Malekith and Queek do that as well. I never took advantage of that with Malekith or Queek, really. But yeah. Decala's unique skill line offers mostly combat benefits. Praise of Slaanesh is absolute zinger. Unlocks the Wayfarer trait, boosting her acceleration and deceleration, and granting Stridus is unaffected by movement penalties. She can zip around the battlefield, engaging and disengaging at will. I'm guessing she's got decent mass. We can check that out later as well. Just do her testing combat. Now, the skills Dagger Dance and Whirlwind of Pleasure further enhance her combat repertoire with the offensive and defensive specialisms, but perhaps her most interesting skills are the Tainted Cup and Wages of Sin. These enhance all Marauder infantry, cavalry, chariots, and Hellstriders in her army with respectively eroding poison attacks. That's like the damage poison, bonus melee attack and defense, and they all become immune to contact effects. Okay, nice. But she only buffs Marauder infantry. So that's, yeah, I was hoping she was going to buff, like, if she's like the Mortal Lord, I was hoping she was going to buff like Chosen and, Chaos Warriors. Combined with the passive Marauder buffs provided in a skill line, her devoted Marauders suddenly start punching well above their weight when they fight with her. This makes her perfect for your territorial boundaries, where she can strike hard and fast, replacing her expendable losses quickly and cheaply from nearby Tormentor's holds. Sure, you can pack her off with demon units, Seekers, Chaos Warriors, and the like, but bulking her army out with those cheap meat shield Marauder units, who become surprisingly effective under her command, offers an excellent return on investment. Okay. Styrka of the Sortsvinner. So yeah, this is the new Slaanesh legendary hero. Fabled Marauder Chieftain of the Norscan Sortsvinner tribe, Styrka has long been a follower of Slaanesh. From a young age, he's a Slaaneshi demon would whisper in his ear, counseling him ways to gain the devotion of his tribe. Makes a natural first lieutenant to Dechala. His devotion to Slaaneshi's martial prowess make him a force multiplier for any army he joins. He's quite impressive in combat, in we can show him off in a second. After this. On his back he bears the sign of depravity, which improves the speed and leadership of friendly units while simultaneously causing up the opposite to nearby enemies. So I think he has like a massive speed debuff to nearby enemies, like 75% speed reduction or something. We'll check it out in battle in a bit. He inspires devotion from Marauder units, which is reflected in his Follow the Leader skill. This offers a series of powerful enhancements to Marauders, which, coupled with Decala's various Marauder buffs, makes a Marauder-heavy army led by Dechala and Striker a force to be reckoned with. Yeah. The Druchii Anointed, they do look so cool, don't they? I fucking love these units. I think they're so cool. They just look, I don't know, they look badass. Like they're heavy. I love heavy armored units. You know, they look badass with the heavy armor, but they also look just fucking like the heads of them with the eye makeup and the black like pupilless eyes. Like I don't know, they just look fucking evil as fuck. They're just really cool. I really like them. That's like probably my favorite thing out of all DLC that I've seen so far in terms of models. Renegades of Nagaroth, outlawed for their worship of Slaanesh. The Druchii Anointed are precision Druchii swordsmen. They're equally at home roaming the wilds as assassin agents or folded into armies to bolster the troops and around them and hunt down enemy lords and heroes. So they're sort of like assassins for like killing, for killing enemy characters. The Anointed are capable of wielding both the Twisted Sorceries of Daya. They have bound spells as well. Well, in battle they have bound spells. I'm not sure if, I suppose assume it's the same in campaign. Several bound spells from Lore of Slaanesh. Their distinctive skill, Devoted Murderers, grants frenzy to all devoted units in the army. Grants frenzy to all devoted units in the army. So that would, does that mean anything with the Mark of Slaanesh? So that would include Chaos Warriors of Slaanesh and Chosen. While imbuing the anointed themselves with murderous euphoria when locked in melee. There you go. All right, Exalted Hero of Slaanesh has the mutant crab claw, has the hooved feet. Looks I don't know, I haven't actually seen them as on the when they're on foot. They look a little bit weird when they're mounted though, because their kind of feet look a bit funny. Exalted Heroes have their own way, fought their own way to fame. Mutations have already begun. Yeah, we can check them out. Check out their combat skills. Chaos Sorcerer Lord of Slaanesh. These guys look really cool, I reckon. I feel like the art style is like quite different. Like the art style of all these characters. No, not too much Dechala, but yeah, like this character, Sorcerer, Striker. I mean, I always say Striker, but I think it's Steercar. Steercar, this character, and this character, and this character. I feel like they look heaps different from the rest of the Slaanesh characters. Like, I don't know, I just feel like the rest of the Slaanesh characters just kind of look like they're all kind of purple, whereas these guys seem to be a lot more kind of, you know, different colors and stuff. I don't know, to me anyway. Practitioners of the Lore of Slaanesh who have risen to Lord status. 3 mounts options. Oh, so they only do Slaanesh? They can't get Lore of Shadows? Would have assumed they'd have more than one lore. Melee Cavalry Pleasure Seekers. Lightning Fast Cavalry, Magical Attacks, Mounted Top Sinuous Demonic Steeds. I think these are the ones that heal themselves when they chase down routing units. They actually get their health back. So they're pretty cool. If they're the ones I'm thinking of, I think it is the Pleasure Seekers. They've got demonic, they're like demonic cavalry, and they heal when they chase routers. So yeah, you can kind of, if you look after them, and especially if you have some defensive buffs on them, you can probably like keep them, you know, pretty healthy. Devotees of Slaanesh. Form the ranks of the Tormentors of the Devotees of Slaanesh, solid all-round Druchii melee infantry with decent armor and capable melee characteristics. They're a good step up from Marauders in the early game to become your standard line troops. They can be recruited as ranged units with crossbows. Druchii Anointed skill, Devoted Murderer, grants frenzy to all devotee units in the same army, which is a great little synergy to us. Oh, so it's when the Anointed says Devoted, does that mean only the Druchii devotees, not like Marauders? I don't know, we'll have to see whether it applies to them or not. Yeah, I can check it out after this. Yeah. Monstrous Infantry, Champions of Slaanesh. So these are sort of like the aspiring champions equivalent, or the Wrathmonger equivalent, I guess. They're kind of like elite monstrous infantry, except for these guys are not infantry. So the aspiring champions and the Wrathmongers, even though they're like giant dudes and there's only like 16 in a party, in a group, they still count as infantry size, like small. Whereas these guys, I think, actually might count as large, like as monstrous. You know, I was just testing it before actually, but we'll check it out again in a second. Clad in chaos armor and wielding sword in each hand, their exalting mutations granted them by the Dark Prince. Their bodies twisted into snake-like forms. They've got attack rate, high melee defense, missile block chance, armor piercing attacks. Monstrous infantry Slangors. So yeah, these guys look really cool. I really like the cloth masks they've got. I remember seeing like Slangor miniatures with those like ages ago. I don't know if there's new ones with that as well, but yeah. Beastmen have fallen to the lure of Slanesh. Oh yeah, I got the new monster, the Praeton. Oh yeah, does it say what they're supposed to do? Skirmishes or battlefield ambushes as they go from Vanguard, and they okay, so they just have Vanguard, they don't have Stalk or anything. I wonder if you can get Stalk from them where you're touching. Did your matches against Centicity the other day awaken the beast? Will we seeing you sign up for some PvP tournaments? Nah, I doubt it. Doubt it. It was really fun though. The only thing I was bummed out like was that I wish I could have like watched. Well, I did go back and watch his commentary on it. At the time, I was kind of just thinking I wish I could like hear what Anticity was actually saying about it, because I would normally like if I was watching Anticity doing PvP matches, I'd usually be watching his video, listening to him comment on it at the same time. But because I was like in the battle like against him, I had the sound turned off and stuff, so I couldn't hear what he was saying. But yeah, I actually went back and watched a couple of them afterwards. Yeah, cool. That's the Praeton. What's the deal? High weapon strength, ability to fly, malicious tricks up its filth encrusted sleeves, wounds, and all-consuming hatred, which reflects back damage at the Praeton's attackers. Yeah, cool. Hey, Dragonimus. Dragonimus just hosted us, just rated us on Twitch. Appreciate it, man. I'll check you a shout out here. But yeah, if you, I thought if you want to, we can check out some of these units and stuff again. We already looked at a lot of them the other day, but yeah, we can check them out some more. There might be some more announcements coming on, coming out today as part of the Dechala, the week of Dechala. So we can pause the battles and stuff to check them out. So yeah, so these guys, yeah, so they're large. Unlike the aspiring champions and stuff, they're actually large. That's their stat line. They're a devastating flanker. I'm guessing we'll be able to get more buffs on them. I'm guessing we'll be able to get more buffs on them once they you know, in campaign. Hey, Dragonimus, thanks so much for the host, man. Appreciate it. I'm gonna try and keep these guys together. I was hoping they'd just be able to maul through all these infantry, but maybe that was a little bit too... Maybe we take them out one at a time, maybe we'll be able to maul them.
The sweep of blood! Dechala! Marked by Slanesh. The rush! Champions of Slanesh. A capricious decision. Caress me, winds.
Let's have a drill a few of these dudes. I wonder if they can smash Sea Lord Iceland. Oh yep, they seem to be reckoning pretty good. Caradrian's anti-large though, so I'm not sure how good they'll be against him. Oh, they did alright. They got a bit of a hit initially with their charge bonus, and then that was it. They just didn't do any good after that. Oh yeah, Decala's just soloing half their army back here.
Hither and thither, grace.
Maybe I spread them out, maybe, because they've got. Sorry, I mean, probably not that much fun watching me just oh yeah. Thanks. Yeah, sorry. I think I somehow stuffed up all my things. Yeah, cheers, Joshua. Sorry, yeah, I don't know what happened there. Hopefully it's good.
Dechala!
And put her into like a different stance so that she doesn't take so much damage.
devoted servants.
Yeah, anyway.
Dechala.
Yeah, so these are her abilities. I might just start another battle after this. I'm not really too interested in the outcome of this battle.
Innocence
But potentially I could win it, I guess, but yeah, it's kind of hard work. And I'm not really that interested. But yeah, these guys are whatever. I guess they seem okay.
I seek
See if I can.
novelty drive.
Maybe I'll just.
Slanishy champions.
Writhing in anticipation.
So speedy up to. We might just get her in here.
Satisfaction awaits there.
Wait till these other guys charge in, and then we'll just.
The kiss of magic.
Decala's just smashing heaps of infantry all by herself.
Pinnacle of form. Slaneshi champion.
We glide on.
The blades turn.
So I don't really get. What's going on with this? Oh, it's an imbuement. So it like works on her. So when she hits somebody, it.
I seek my lord's regard.
Right. So now she. Okay. So she's got this imbuement. So when she's fighting people, it's like destroying their ability to fight back.
Innocence is
That kind of makes sense, I guess.
We need action. Murderous cravings. Most devoted servants.
release their organs.
Yeah, I think she's smashing.
Champions.
Pretty much smashing Ace then.
Perfectly altered. Swiftness, servants of Dechala. Mutilate.
She is favored.
Depravity.
Yeah, we don't like these.
without
We don't like these guys much.
Favored champion. The sweep of blood.
They're beating him up pretty good.
Scintillating motion.
Dechala. A killing thirst.
This guy's got now. He's below 20%. He's going to start. That's right. He's got like
Guide me.
a buff that he starts putting out when he gets below 20% health. But maybe because it happened before the end of the battle, it didn't activate. Oh no, there it is. The Mark of Asturian. 50 damage, 50 to 100 damage per second in aura around him.
Champions of Slanesh.
The champions are going to replace demonettes for you. Yeah. The pleasure seekers are pretty cool. They can, I like how they can heal themselves. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, I don't know. We can check out some other stuff if you guys want to check stuff out. So the sorcerer can get, can get Lore of Slanesh or Lore of Shadows. It sounded like they were saying you could only go Lore of Slanesh, but yeah, you can obviously go for either one. You can get Chaos War Shrine, or you can have the Demonic Steed. Does the Demonic Steed automatically have got 2 units of silence? No, so the Demonic Steed doesn't give you anything special. Just apart from just more speed, you know, stats, but it doesn't give you any like special abilities or anything. Beastmen get Pratons as well. Yeah, Beastmen gets Praetors and also Pratons and also Chimeras. Or Chimeras. Yeah, Striker's pretty cool as well. The Anointed are pretty cool too. I wonder how hard it is to get multiple Anointed in wonder how hard it is to get multiple types of Anointed. I wonder how hard it is to get capacity for Anointed in the campaign. Yeah, they get Soul Stealer as well, so they can heal themselves. I wonder in campaign if you can get more than one charge for a Soul Stealer, or if you just only ever have one charge. But yeah, they're yeah, very cool. Could you try a 4-way battle with all types of Chaos scores? Nah. Why would I want to do that? Just for the pure glorious spectacle of it? Yeah, I don't know why this version's got a weird thing where you can't use some of the generic yeah, some of the generic characters, but ignore me, I'll just suggest some stupid stuff. Yeah, what else was there was a few questions I had when I was reading the blog, but I forgot what they were now. Daniel the Demon Prince is going to have the full experience now, so too many new units. Yeah, I don't know. I probably won't bother playing him though. Unless they update his mechanics and stuff, I don't think I'll be too interested in playing Daniel. Yeah, I mean, I already showed off most of all this stuff previously, but what else do we want to show off? Yeah, you can have Shadow Magic. So the new units were the Anointed with the Devotees. So these guys are called Devoted as well. So, oh, that's right. I wanted to know whether his ability applied to... What was his ability that applies to... That's weird. Maybe it's a... Maybe it's a campaign only ability. Didn't they say that Striker had some sort of ability that buffed Devoted units? Yeah, it might be only in the campaign. Oh no, here we go. Has the mark of Slanesh. So anything that's within... Oh, what? So you can just buff, you can like buff one unit to have Terror, Fear and Terror and extra leadership for 26 seconds. I don't know, surely that's not all of it. I think they said Dechala had something similar, didn't she? I didn't even notice this stuff when I was playing around with her previously. Maybe it's yeah, maybe it's a campaign buff that you don't get. You don't get in the battles. But yeah, he does get this thing, not Glorious Slaughter. He does get this thing, so he can basically just target one unit within pretty much anywhere, 200 meter range, so it's huge range. You can just target one unit and buff their leadership and give them cause fear and terror. But yeah, I'm guessing in his skill tree, maybe he gets other buffs as well, and they'll probably apply to the mark of Slanesh. But at least, yeah, we kind of, I guess that, I wasn't sure whether when they said Devoted, I wasn't sure if they meant just like only the new Devotees, but if it says Slanesh mark on that one, then I'm guessing it's the same with the others. Praeton versus most expensive Cathay Archers, activating its damage reflection. Is the Praeton Slanesh? Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, we could do some like high elf archers, I guess. How much value have I got? Heaps. don't know what other stuff do high elves like. Chariots, I guess. White lions. How are we going? Oh yeah, we're close. We just need like a couple more units. Yeah, that's pretty close. They've got more stuff than me, so that's fine. So what's the Praeton's got some like damage reflectability, has it? Oh yeah, we got some more news now. So they're showing the start position. So yeah, so Decala's gonna start. She's gonna start here in Cathay. So yeah, just east of Gelt. I think that's pretty much where most people thought she was gonna start. So yeah, she's just east of Gelt. Looks like she's roughly where those like tree men are, around there. I'm guessing she's actually where those. Remember they introduced those generic greenskins? I'm guessing she's there, or maybe those generic greenskins are her starting enemies. Probably just a little bit east of those tree guys. Just 28 damage to any model that it hits it in melee, but loses all its melee defense to let everyone hit it easier. What's that, the Praeton?
Dechala!
Oh yeah, melee damage reflection. Does it have? It doesn't have regeneration or anything, does it? How much hit points does it got? It doesn't even have that many hit points. How's that supposed to work? Is it? Are you just supposed to like let it die? Doesn't like have doesn't heal or anything? It doesn't seem to have any missile reflect. It's only got melee damage reflect. Oh, he's cast the range buff on those guys.
A capricious decision.
A missile deflect is a skill. You mean missile resistance? They don't have any missile block.
My spine shivers. Commune in passion. Do it now!
Slanesh's sword of night.
The blades turn!
Yeah, I'm not really sure. It is like, how is that supposed to work? Is it supposed to check out? They're just like ripping this thing apart. Yeah, what's the deal with that? Is it supposed to?
Darkness, the umbral clouds gather.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what the deal is with that.
Crave more.
Infliction! We crave more. Eager and ready! Bones of Slanish!
Sever, strangle, their hard wings.
Seems to be just holding out there, I guess. Comfy campaign start for Dechala. Yeah, right in the side of the map there. So we won't have too much to worry about.
Druki anointed. I am the gloaming.
Writhing in anticipation.
Did we kill Iceland yet? What happened to that? Did it route and then come back?
Regale me.
Suffering abound.
This is my battlefield. A capricious decision.
Haste and fury.
Hey Mercy, it was really cool seeing you on Anticity's stream the other day. Very respectable showing against the MP multiplayer king. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, no, I had a lot of fun, and I felt like I didn't embarrass myself. Now, obviously, it wasn't like a serious competitive thing or anything. We were just mucking around, but yeah, it was fun.
Oversatiated.
And I did better than I thought.
Druki anointed.
Favored champion.
But yeah, I was obviously
More still.
yeah, it was good. Thanks, appreciate the feedback. Yeah, we've lost most of our units, but that's fine. We'll just
Writhing in
use our heroes to kill
anticipation.
everything. Oh, we gotta kill this prick before he check this bullshit out. And Decala's getting the shit shot out of her. Maybe I should yeah, Decala's blade spin is pretty good. Raiden lasted a lot longer back there than I expected. Get some missile resistance isn't bad. Yeah, it's got like 45% missile resistance, so it's got pretty huge missile resistance. So that's cool. Seems like the movement of this... Oh, it's because I've got him in group mode. That's why. I was wondering what the fuck is going on.
Dechala. Broken bodies. I seek. Satisfaction awaits.
Steercar of the Swordsvanea.
His will eclipses all. I breathe in the winds.
Greatest champion of Sornar.
He desires death.
Caress me.
Yeah, they're too spread out, so she didn't get too much there. This is the Sonic Boom. Pretty cool. He also does like a slow 30% depravity. Oh yes, there it is. Sign of depravity. It's 25%, minus 25% up to minus 75. So I'm not sure what charges it up. I'm guessing it's like he's oh, they're anti-large, so they're probably wrecking her pretty bad.
Druki anointed. Darkness, dissipation. I honed for murder.
Oh shit.
Me come, the rush. The full light.
Keep them all together.
I thrum
Nearly there,
with
maybe.
anticipation.
A more intimate spot.
The taste of terror and torture.
None can best me.
Yeah, that sonic boom's pretty good.
Sword of night.
He's a noise marine.
Sensations must flow.
The surge.
Yeah, we'll see. I'll hang around for a bit longer. I'll see if there's any more news
My spine
to check out, to evade.
Dechala.
True servant of darkness, I thrum with anticipation.
Favored champion.
Yeah, I don't know. Button hero hammer. Probably how I'm gonna play in the campaign. So looks out, I guess. Bannerlord battles are faster. Yeah, I'm probably gonna play a bit of Bannerlord later, actually. I want to do some more campaign testing and stuff, but I can't do that while I'm streaming. So yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna have to like stream less the next couple of days until the 22nd. But yeah, once we get to the 22nd, then we can start showing off some stuff. So I can only do free LC stuff first. So I mean, I can only do free LC lords first. So I can play like yeah, I think I can play the Mask of Slanesh, because that's a free LC lord. Yeah, 22nd is the campaign stuff. But yeah, I think I'm allowed to use all the DLC units, but I'm only allowed to use the free LC lords. So I could play like Wulfric, Tyrion, Teclis, the Mask of Slanesh, Nakari, Throg, and use the DLC units and everything, but I'm just not allowed to actually show off the new lords campaign mechanics until a few days later. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, was there any other? Oh yeah, the other thing I was gonna comment on was those demon cavalry. The where are they? These guys, pleasure seekers. Yeah, the pleasure seekers have this ability, feasting on fear, and they get up to 0.4 heal per second, depending on the how many routing units that they've got in range. So basically, if they can break a unit, then they'll be getting healed at the same time as fighting those, as killing those units. So yeah, I feel like these pleasure seekers are going to be just the coolest thing. Monstrous cavalry, so they're like kind of like demigriffs, I guess, in terms of their tier or something. Yeah, quite different, I guess, from demigriffs. Obviously, low armor, very fast. Yeah, armor piercing, and yeah, they regenerate their health. You got 7.29k health. So yeah. So what's that? 2,000, bit less than 2,000 for 8. So they've got about 450 hit points each or something. I kind of want to see whether you'd be able to like 296 divided by 32. 228. Yeah. Thanks, Spanky Man, for my head calculation didn't work. I tried to do some sort of shortcut situation where I was like dividing it by 4 and stuff, and it was like, yeah, it didn't work. But yes, the calculator says 228. Yeah, it's not great, is it? It's still like healable though. Like it's still like in that healable kind of range. I know, so just say you just had like a bunch of infantry and you had like 4 of them. Or maybe just 2 of them. And maybe just like some of these guys or something. What was that? 8795. 79. Yeah, I don't know. I really enjoy multiplayer fights, but I'm just not that into multiplayer. You know what I mean? It's I don't know. It's hard to. It's like when I do it, it is fun, but it just doesn't like. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? It just doesn't capture my. Yeah, like I don't think about doing it when I'm not doing it. You know.
Soul Riders!
Favored champion.
I don't know if this is gonna work out too well actually, but try.
Riders!
I just wanted to kind of like see if you can like kind of run around the sides and flank with them.
At the most
I'm gonna try and bring these guys through the forest so they
and
don't
make
get
a
shot as much.
necklace of their flashing eyes. Writhing in anticipation. Broken bodies.
Attack! We cannot refuse. Come! Guided by hunger.
I want to try to get around the back, see
Seeking Slanesh's embrace.
if we can feed.
A killing thirst. None can break me. The cold light.
The eternal hunters. The pangs of suffering. Driven by pain.
Dechala.
Did she do it? Oh, yeah, she did it. Just didn't really see it much.
Souls for Slanesh.
Oh, yeah, they did pretty well on these guys. If we can get them to rout.
Hellstriders of Slanesh.
What the fuck? What the what? What happened to them? Oh, he Aislinn like made them rout. Aislinn made them unbreak again, make them rally.
Regale me. The sweep of blood. Chosen. Dechala. The arousal of battle.
Yes, these guys are not really. These guys should be healing.
Relish deviance.
Yeah, they're getting heals from those routing guys there.
Savagery untold.
Steel card of the Swordsvanea.
Flow to sensation. A devastating impact. Pleasure seekers.
Okay, they're both full health at the moment, so there's no point chasing these routers anymore. I'll just like try and charge on these guys. Where's my death guy? Oh,
To the
that's
next
me.
victory. Finding fresh souls. We relish deviancy. Shock and awe.
Shock and awe. They're broken, and that should top these guys up again. So we still haven't lost any entities. Yeah, so as long as you just keep them on stuff that isn't going to kill any entities too fast, then they can just keep healing all the time.
Marauders of Slanesh.
I go, Slanesh.
We need pleasure.
Cool.
A capricious.
Hey, is this dude friendly fire? That doesn't seem to.
Steel card. Rebel. Relish. Ruin.
If Turin does another 2v2 tournament, you should team up with NTZ for it. I don't think you know, I was happy that I was able to provide, you know, somebody for him to fight against, so he could demonstrate some of the units for you guys. But I don't think I don't think I impressed him enough that he would want to take me into a tournament with him. I'm very much a noob at multiplayer, but that's very flattering that you think that I'd be able to do that. No, it's like I was explaining the other day, like, you know, I know all the units, I know most of the units and stuff pretty well. I've got pretty fast micro. I think my micro is okay, you know, but I just don't know any of the meta. Like, I don't know what's good. I don't know what type of characters and units that people would typically take with different races and stuff. You know what I mean? I just don't have the knowledge. So, and unfortunately, like, just being, even if I was like really good on the skills side of it, you still need the knowledge as well. And yeah, I just don't have the time. Don't have the time to learn it all. I don't feel. Is there anything else you guys wanted to check out? Anyone want me to show off any other units or anything? Yeah, there was just, when we were just playing, they were talking about, actually, I might just go back to the blog for a second. Yeah, it mentioned a bunch of stuff about the characters, but then I'm not seeing that stuff in multiplayer, so I think it must be more like things that you spec into in their skill tree and stuff. Decala's unique skill line. There you go. Yeah, so it's the unique skill line in the campaign, which we don't have. First skill prize is Slanesh, Absolute Zinger, unlocks Wayfarer, blah blah blah. Skills Dagger Dance, blah blah blah. Tainted Cup and Wages of Sin, they enhance all Marauder infantry. Yeah, so we couldn't see that because that's a campaign bonus. Yes, this is the thing. See, I want to explore all the campaign stuff, but I can't because I can't show campaign stuff. But yeah, so she can basically buff Marauders, plus her red line buff Marauders, plus Sturkar also buffs Marauders. I really like the Sonic Boom ability that he's got. Yeah, Sturkar's really cool. I love my characters and stuff. So even though I'm not like a huge Slanesh guy, I really like Sturkar. And I really like these. I fucking love these Druki Anointed. Like, I want to start my own just Druki. Like, I want to start my own like devotee faction. You know, just heaps of these guys just marching. Kind of like the you know, you have like the Chaos Dwarfs have their what are the Chaos Dwarf guys called? The Infernal Guard. How the Chaos Dwarfs have their like Infernal Guard. I just want to have like Infernal Guard made up of Druki Anointed. They look sweet. Sounds like a crap stack buff. Yeah, yeah, well, maybe, I don't know. They said sort of the same thing about Aislinn as well, but I haven't seen, I don't know what his buffs are either for the campaign. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see what those are once we're able to check out the campaign stuff. More like Druki Asphyxiated, where you reckon their collars are too tight. I just think these guys look so badass. Like, I love these guys. I think they look so cool. I love heavy armor characters as well. But yeah, it sounds like they're going to buff them a lot. So they're meant to buff them a lot to make them really powerful. I think it's a bit of a theme because I think that's the same thing they said about Aislinn as well. I'm just a bit like dubious until I actually see what the buffs are myself to see whether they are actually good or not. You know, whether they're actually really good. Like, yeah, I don't know if it's going to be to the point where they're better than Chosen, you know, or better. Maybe it'll be to the point where they're better than Chaos Warriors. Druki Anointed, are these even in the lore? Not sure. I'm sure they come from the lore somewhere. Yeah, these guys are very Slanesh. Looking pretty cool. But yeah, see, as much as I can like objectively say that these characters look cool and they look very Slanesh, I can also personally say I don't really personally like characters that look like that, or particularly want any characters that look like that. You know what I mean? Like that's my thing with Slanesh. These guys, on the other hand, like, they definitely tap into my fucking horror movie evil side. They look pretty cool. Yeah, Druki Anointed are probably my favorite looking model out of the whole DLC. The new videos out. Thanks, Marius. All right, so we got some new content now. Oh, is it only on Discord? Oh, it's just a tiny. Yeah, it's only a tiny little. I'll chuck it up anyway. It's just a tiny little thing, just showing the start position. I mean the load screen or whatever. So she has access to Tormentor's tributes, granting special abilities, ancillaries, and other powerful benefits. Can corrupt enemy units before battle, weakening them to be easier prey. So, yeah, so she can like corrupt enemy units before battle. Character experience, all characters get 40% XP. Oh, so we were talking about how she steals 15% of XP earned by other lords, but she's also a character, so she also gets 40% extra XP automatically. So she's essentially getting, you know, fucking 160% XP just base. Physical resistance, if she's got 3 lords with her, that is. Physical resistance for all devoted marauders, marauder horsemen, and hellstrider units. Upkeep reduction for marauder devoted. Character can equip 1 additional weapon item. Sick. She's got an extra magic item slot. She can have 2 weapons. She can have like a Sword of Torment and like a something else. Post-battle chance of demanding a magical item is in tribute, as is your due for plus 50%. What's demanding a magic item in tribute? Does that just mean stealing an item? Plus 10% for all non-demonic units. Okay, so even if she does go up to chosen, she still gets the plus 10% for that as well. She's pretty cool. I gotta admit, I didn't really like her much at first, but then, I don't know, she's kind of grown on me. Yeah, the extra weapon slot's pretty cool, hey? Needs a hug, Zach's like, yeah, I don't know, I didn't really like her at first. I didn't like the idea of snake people that much, and then I didn't really like her face, how she's got those like protruding teeth and everything. But yeah, but now, I don't know, I'm starting to just like think she actually looks really cool. I would. Yeah, I'm kind of coming around to it. Actually, throw a bird in this thing. Sorry guys, it's getting into summer and getting really hot. I have to turn on the air conditioner so my computer doesn't blow up. 6-handed hug, yeah. But yeah, this is pretty exciting. But yeah, no, she kind of looks cool, doesn't it, I think? No. New cosplay for your girlfriend? Yeah, nice. Yeah. She looks happy. That goes a long way. Yeah, I mean, a nice smile makes up for a lot, doesn't it? Yeah, I don't know. Did you want to guys want to see some more unit tests or anything. What are these guys good? Immune to psychology. Oh, does everyone have immune to psychology? No. Oh. Wait, does this all Slaanesh... Does every Slaanesh guy have immune to psychology? Yeah, sweet. So that's not special. They have Strider and Woodsman and Vanguard deployment. Yeah, I was wondering if they maybe can maybe get stalked through Tech Tree or something for some things. Not sure I like all the ability clicking that she appears to have. Yeah, she just has like 2 active abilities basically. She has the Blade Whirl that you want to be trying to do it all the time. And she has like 3 charges of the debuff that she can use to basically incapacitate people in combat. When she hits them, she does like an imbued hit. But the other 2 are like a stance thing. She can switch between like 2 or 3 different stances. Yeah, or actually maybe it's 2 stances plus an ability. I can't remember, but yeah. But yeah, these guys get faster and they do more damage as they take more damage. See, if you had healing, it'd be kind of good, but they don't. Yeah, you don't have any healing. So these guys have 30 armor. So 30 armor, so slightly, I think Marauders only have 15. Yeah. Oh yeah, well yeah, you can go like this. So yeah, they have 15 more armor, 15 more leadership. They're slower. That's weird. I wouldn't have thought elves would be slower than Norskins. They got way more melee attack, melee defense, weapon strength, charge bonus. They've got murderous euphoria. They end up getting up to 25% extra damage if they're in... Oh, wait up. How do I see the imbuement weakened? What's the imbuement weakened? Is that the same? That's not the same one Dechala gets, is it? Imbuement elixir of damnation. Nah, it's different. Pleasure Seeker Cavalry. The Pleasure Seeker Cavalry are pretty awesome, yeah. Yeah, I wonder if Chosen will still be good in campaign. I really want to know how you... I haven't checked it out yet. Yeah, I really want to know how you recruit these Druchii Anointed and how many you can get. But yeah, so apparently the Druchii Anointed, the devotees of Slaanesh, they're like this sort of subset of Dark Elves that like worship Slaanesh and stuff. But I imagine they wouldn't really be part of the normal kind of Chaos Wastes, you know, society of like imagine in the north there's like these Norscan tribes, and the further north you go the more savage and psycho and freaking unreal and demonic they become, you know. And then you have like these chaos warriors and everything, and there's this whole kind of like ecosystem of Norscan tribes being like taken over by chaos warriors and led to war, and the most powerful Norscan warriors becoming chaos warriors and getting their, you know, demonic armor infused onto them and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, whereas the devotees of Slaanesh, like the Dark Elves, I don't think they'd be like part of that whole thing. They'd be like their own separate kind of culture of just Slaaneshi Dark Elves, and they wouldn't have, I don't think they would have like Norskins and stuff mixed in with them. Be interested to know more about their lore. But yeah, I kind of like the idea of now, like, I wish there was like another special bonus legendary lord that was just like the leader of the Druchii Anointed, you know, the devotees of Slaanesh. Sorry, they should live at Marathi's. Yeah, I hope that Marathi gets the Druchii Anointed hero. That'd be sick, but I don't think she probably won't. That'd be really cool if she did though. Yeah, I love the Druchii Anointed. They look fucking evil as fuck. I really like the Chaos Sorcerer model as well. They look pretty cool too. Worst case, she can steal one. Yeah, you can be like allies with them and steal one. Yeah, I like these Slaanesh Beastmen models as well. It'd be kind of cool to like roleplay as a Slaanesh Beastman or something. That you're in like Slaaneshi Beastman cult. Yeah, these sorcerer models look so good. Like amazing. Oh, he's got the hooves as well. I didn't even notice that. Yeah, some of these Slanesh models, like they're really bringing back like memories from my childhood of like me as like a, you know, as a 14-year-old kid trying to like, you know, get into like chaos and Warhammer Fantasy and stuff, and trying to ratify like the idea of all these weird mutations and stuff. Like, you know, I kind of want to like be into Slanesh, but then all of like the weird mutations and stuff are a little bit too much for me, and all the kind of weird sexual innuendo stuff and everything, you know. So yes, it's bringing back that teenage mixture of revulsion and attraction. Yeah. Not sure what place crossbows have in Slaneshi army besides garrisons, if they're there. Yeah, no, I reckon the crossbows are really useful. I really like having because it's just like whenever like quite often there'll be like a melee and you're kind of winning, but you need that unit to break faster, and they haven't broken yet. So if you just direct some arrow fire over there, they take some extra damage faster, and like you couldn't get any more units of infantry in because they're already like surrounded or whatever, but you can just shoot with the arrows, you know. And even if you could, it would take a while to walk over there, whereas the arrows can just kind of almost instantly go there. So yeah, archers are just really great because you can use them as a, you know, you can direct their fire anywhere you need them to go within that range, like instantly without having to move. And also they provide an additional leadership debuff. Like taking ranged fire is a separate leadership debuff, so they can, like, if they take a heap of hit point damage, that reduces their leadership. They get hit in the flanks, that reduces their leadership, you know, all the other things that might be reducing their leadership. And then they take ranged fire, they get another -6 or whatever it is, -8 or something, and then that might be enough to break them. So it's, I don't know, it's really useful having like at least 1 or 2 units of ranged, even if you're 100% melee. Yeah, I quite like to have like some kind of ranged unit, even if it's like a really shit ranged unit that just like a chariot that has like an archer on the back or something, just something that you can say you're shooting them and get the leadership debuff. Hope CA and Sophia make more DLCs for Warhammer 3. They definitely are going to, Joshua. They've already discussed future plans, like vaguely. They haven't specifically said a lot about it, but they've said that Neferata, I think Neferata's already pretty much confirmed. And yeah, I'm not sure what else, but there's a suggestion that there's going to be at least a few more DLCs. Because when they were talking about Neferata, they were talking about the idea of potentially doing like single Lord packs, and it was suggested that Neferata would be the first one. You know, so if Neferata is the first one, then there's going to be at least 2, right? But you would assume they mean there's going to be a few, maybe half a dozen of them. But you know, I guess it'll depend how successful this DLC will be. If they do the single Lord Neferata, it'll depend how successful that DLC is. Like if they do the single Lord and like absolutely no one buys it, and there's massive critical backlash and everyone hates single Lords and shit or something, then, you know, obviously they won't do any more probably. But I expect that most people will really like the single Lord DLC thing. I think I can definitely see for myself I'd really like it. Like single, just like, yeah, I'd like make the packs, probably like make the packs kind of bespoke, like have, depending on who the Lord is and what their deal is, like, you know, maybe one of them have a single Lord that has like, you know, some in-depth campaign, or always have, I guess, in-depth campaign mechanics, but like have, maybe have like one on unit with them, like maybe, yeah, maybe it depends what price point you want to have it at, but like, I think like a single Lord and like one unit would be cool for like a mini pack, you know, just a single Lord and their special bodyguard or their special hero that accompanies them or whatever. Or you could do them as like, you know, like the same as like the normal DLCs we have now, just 1/3 of it. So you get Lord, you know, Lord, legendary hero, generic Lord, generic hero, multiple units as well. But yeah, so I don't know, either one of those I think would be useful, would be interesting, I think. They split a DLC pack in a single Lords a while back. Yeah. But when they do these like single Lord packs that they're talking about, I think like it's possible that they'll just do basically 1/3 like what they've done now, where they do these 3 packs. They'll just split them into one, you know, and do the same template. So you get, yeah, a Lord, legendary hero, generic Lord, generic hero, a few units. Or I think it would also be useful for them to not do that, move away from that, and just do a Lord and like 1 unit or something like that. So they're like mini packs that don't cost as much. But I don't know. yeah, they'd have to have a look at it and think about what they're going to do. Because like I could see that if they did do that, there'd be like yeah. So I don't really understand how the budgeting works, but like if making a unit, if designing a unit, figuring out its combat abilities and everything, getting the 3D modelers to create that unit, if that doesn't really cost very much, but like making up faction mechanics and stuff and all of the you know, special economies and special currencies and the way the mechanics interact, if that's the more expensive part, then you may as well throw in, if the units are cheap, you may as well throw in a few units to make people feel like the pack's more worthwhile to buy. But if the units are more expensive and the mechanics and stuff are not that bad, then I feel like, especially now that we're getting to the point where a lot of factions don't really have that many new units that they need to have added in, you know, I think it would free them up a lot more to add in a lot more stuff if they could just add like a hero with just like, you know, like, so one pack could be like Neferata with like one special bodyguard unit or something. Another one could be you know, just a wizard lord for the Empire, and you get Max Schreiber from Gotrek and Felix as a legendary hero that hangs out with that guy or something, or you know, whatever, like, yeah, or like, yeah, like a wizard and a wizard lord. I don't know, whatever. There's nothing that I particularly want, but like that. But yeah, I don't know. Or like they could do the Ulrich. Yeah, they could do like the Ulrich, and you get the Ulrich and White Knights of the White Wolf, and like that's it. Just those two things, you know, to make it really cheap. But you know, if they wanted to add like a generic wolf priest, and also the Teuton guard, and maybe wolf brothers, low tier infantry, you know, if they wanted to do it as a full DLC and give us Toddbringer as a free DLC lord as well, I'd be pretty happy with that too. I'd love them to open up the Irara mountain region between Southern Realms and Britannia and the Wood Elves region. Open it up? What do you mean, like insert more territories into it? Still, I can see a world where you just give them shades. They stalk at least. The shades stalk, but these anointed, these Druki guys don't stalk. They just have Strider. Physical resistance. Oh yeah, they've got physical resistance 20% and 25% missile resistance. So it's like 45% resistance to physical missiles. Pretty crazy. Oh, these guys. Oh wow, these guys don't have the missile resistance. Only these guys do. Fuck, they're not that much more expensive. These guys don't have the murderous euphoria though. And they've got, you know, same number of models, same hit points, 40 weapon strength, anti-infantry. Oh wow, so these are exactly the same. Except they have 25% extra missile resistance and a ranged unit. I feel like I'd just get these guys because they're fucking wicked in melee as well. Yeah, let's see. I'm not sure what they're going to do about these guys. I don't know. Maybe I should just throw up another battle just to you know, have something on the screen. I didn't actually have much of a look at Bjorn Bearstruck before. He's the new legendary hero. So he's got Guardian, Thrill of Battle. The longer he's in battle, the more melee defense he gets. What's he start off with? He starts with 53 melee defense. Crazy. I wonder how much he gets. I would assume he gets at least plus 12. Wait up. How much melee defense do you normally get in the red line, in the yellow line? Sorry, is it plus 8 or plus 12 or something? So he probably gets like at least 61 base, plus another 24, so he gets up to like 85, and he's been in combat for a while. You can pop Warcry. Oh shit! You can pop Warcry every 45 seconds. That's pretty crazy. It lasts for 18 seconds, and you pop it every 45 seconds. It's plus 12, is it? yeah, it's plus 12 per skill you get. So that's what I was saying. He's going to have either plus 12 or he'll have 2 of them. And we get plus 24, yeah. Norska Cav got new unit cards. The new Norska, that's the new Norska Cav, yeah. The old Norska Cav have got the same unit cards they always had. So yes, this guy seems tanky as shit. He's got 90 armor as well. Oh, he can also pop damage resistance 40%. Oh, and he regenerates as well. Yeah, this guy's got to be the most brawliest character ever. Just a tanky brawler. I know Anticity was saying he really liked these Bearmen because they have immune to psychology, they got a decent stat line, shitloads of hit points. And yeah. Fuck. It's pretty crazy. Calm down a bit. What are we trying to get to? 85. Is that all they get? I feel like we're gonna smash them. Just give them more stuff. Oh, because they got too much. Yeah, I'll get rid of this mage. She's too expensive. There we go. Then we can give him a heap of extra stuff. I want every faction to have a toggle the campaign start. It's too cramped already and could make for some interesting scenarios. Oh, so you could like turn off factions. Yeah, I'd like a toggle for the demonic factions to all be turned off and have them all come in like, at random points during the campaign. Yeah, I don't feel like any of the demonic factions should like permanently live in the like old world.
They name me faithless, yes, but do not dismay. I trust in your skill and in our victory. Killers of the North!
Oh, yeah, I've got no ranged.
This is the path.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna try out this this Lothan Skycutter charging versus
Sail the faith
versus stuff.
Close the distance.
Weapons ready!
Onward!
Slaughterers of the weak!
Advance! Now!
Skycutters are wrecking my
Forward! This way!
pretty sure is it the Skycutter or the artillery?
Move!
Yeah, I think it's the Skycutter.
Moving on!
Bearmen of Oslo! Killers of the North! Dismember them! Murder!
I demand it! None compare!
That's probably a bit useless. I'm just Phoenix Guard. Oh shit.
End it!
Oh my god.
Step
This is bad.
towards success. Arch
You get the fuck out of there. With Tyrion
Without
bottles this guy.
hesitation.
The winds obey me. They all bear Thrak. Scarred but unbound. Advance from the heavens to the shadows. My power is immense.
He's getting fucked by this sky cutter. It's just drilling him.
Marauder Bearman!
Sail the faithless. Blessings of chaos.
Hey, they got Tyrion. The bear man. Bear man got him.
Winds obey me. From the heavens to the shadows. My power
Oh, he just made him pop his here.
they die. Sail the faithless. None compare to me. Keep pace. Forward. Now.
Freaking sea guy.
This way.
I really like the sail model as well. He looks cool with it.
Towards success.
Yeah, sky cutter. Which one is that? The artillery one or the ranged one? Just normal sky cutter. Yeah, it doesn't seem to do that great against units, but it seems to do really good against heroes. Bear hero is very cool, yeah.
Sail the faithless. From the heavens to the shadows.
You get stuck on their artillery piece. It's slowing down his movement massively. We killed Tyrion.
Son of the bear men. They will fall. The winds obey me. So, son of the bear.
It's better versus unit cycle charging. What are you talking about? The sky cutter?
Bearman never slow!
Yeah, I tried it against units and it was really shit, but I think I was maybe not using it properly. Or maybe I was not getting the right angles or something. But yeah, we can have a go of it. Can you give me any tips? Because I tried charging it into infantry a couple of times, and I think one time it did okay, but the other times it didn't do very well. I tried landing it and charging it on the ground. When I tried to charge from the air, it just missed them. It just didn't even connect when it charged at all. And when I tried to land them and charge on the ground, it just didn't do very good. Yeah, somebody else was saying that Lawmaster Sotek was showing him his fucking flying monster getting wrecked by them. Skycutters are like gyrocopters? Yeah, kind of. Did they change the numbers? Did they change the numbers in spells with visual change? I'm not sure. What do you? I'm not sure what you mean. Sorry, members. Anticity had 3 units, I think, charging in with the speed buff, and then they get pulling out and getting this charge. Yeah, well, I couldn't get them to connect. Like when I was like the infantry units here, the Skycutter comes in and it would just like fly over the top of them and just miss. Like I'd issue a charge order from here and it would just miss over the top of them and stuff. I think I got one decent charge where it actually hit, but yeah, I don't know. Anyway, let's play around with it a bit and see what we can do. What's a good infantry unit to try it out on? I'll give him a Skycutter as well. Maybe I should put some. I'll put some more infantry in there as well. Alright. And we'll go up against just Norskins, I guess. Try it out on thousands and thousands of rats. Yeah, I'll try it out on Norska. They do air wreck in air-to-air combat, destroy the Manticore. Yeah. What was that on? 9.1. They don't have Furies, do they? They've got Feral Manticore, yeah. CA was hinting a possible halfling faction in their blog. Which blog was that? The one that they just did today about Dechala? Damage numbers, like this wind is very weak in their current build. Oh, okay, yeah, I'd take your word for it. I haven't noticed it, yeah. Wind, I thought the Wind Blast was always pretty weak. It's just a low tier spell. It's pretty cheap though, so it's like decent value for its cost. What are you saying? In the Dechala blog, they talked about halflings and Middenland. Where was this? At the end? Meantime... No. What are you talking about? You talking about this blog that I'm looking at right now? Which part of it? I didn't remember seeing anything about halflings or about Midland or anything in there.
Roxandasser, moving out without question. On the wing.
Yeah, I don't know, man. You have to find it for me and let me know where it is, and I can check it out.
Eyes and ears, fly over.
Alright, so let's just try one unit against this. So they should have their full momentum buff up. So there you go. Initially, they did a bit of damage. Yeah, now they're slowly getting it down.
Approaching position.
Hey, Eva. Yeah. It doesn't seem like it can even hit them at all. Oh, there you go. they just put their first hit there. So yeah, maybe, I don't know, does it maybe have like a, oh, they're shooting it.
We rule the skies. The end is nigh.
I think they're shooting it in melee. I thought I saw some, yeah, they're shooting it. so the fucking birds are meleeing and the guys in the back are shooting it at the same time. That's why it's getting fucked up.
Air patrol. Sky strike.
Crazy. All right, let's go and
Sky scout. At once.
so yeah, air to air seems really good.
Eyes and ears.
All right, let's see if we can get over here and
Moving out. Air patrol. An opportunity. Aerial maneuvers.
actually we need to be at max speed, don't we?
Position.
So they've
On
got
the wing.
momentum up. Yep.
Rocks and assert.
Yeah, they're like taking no damage. So yeah, this is what I didn't. Yeah, see how there's no impact damage? They didn't like smash into them. They just landed and then started attacking. That was like the thing that I was sort of thinking is not very exciting about it. There's like, if it was cavalry, they would smash in, do massive impact damage. This guy would lose like 25% of their health like instantly. This has just got huge charge bonus, but because it's like, it says that they get all this extra mass. What's the point of having mass if you don't do any impact damage?
Eyes and ears. With
Yeah, you have to chuck a link to me. You have to chuck a link on the Discord or something, Joshua, and tell me exactly which section it is.
Get it done.
If you just want to vaguely tell me that sometime there's a blog and somewhere in it said something about it,
Retreat.
then sure.
Eyes
But
and
if
ears.
you can point out the exact blog and the exact section where it says it, then that'd be, you know.
Air patrol. On the way.
So you got momentum. See, there's no impact. Sort of annoying, but yeah, they're still beating them. But I mean, you know, they're probably way more expensive than that unit though. So I don't know if that really proves much. But yeah, I mean, I suppose that you can. I mean, I guess the point of it is if you want to use them to micro and like smash heaps of units with the micro, then yeah, they can do it. So that's cool.
Air patrol. Speed up. Eyes and ears. Test their metal. Rocks and dasher. Flee.
Momentum's back up. There you go. But yeah, see, no initial damage, but then once they start meleeing, they start to chomp them.
Assur seafarers. We rule the skies. Strike fast.
Plus they shoot while they're in melee, which is kind of cool.
Speed up.
Halflings as the whole faction would be clowny as hell. Yeah, it would be kind of weird, yeah.
Northern Skycutter. Aerial Outrider. On the lookout. Acelin. Advancing. Moving out. Glide on.
Yeah, why do you, yeah, I don't know. Just saying that it's there is cool and everything, but it'd be way cooler if I could just see it myself, rather than just, you know, as much as I enjoy listening to you describing shit to me.
Combat dive. Aerial Outrider. Northern Skycutter. Sea Lord.
Yeah, anyway, cool. Yeah, I mean, you guys saw there, so there was no impact damage, which is a bit of a bummer, but once they get in combat, they, you know, they do pretty good in melee. Just pull them out once the momentum wears off. Check out Law of Heavens. What about it? Windstruck. Acceleration minus 65%, speed minus 40%, charge bonus minus 40%. Ooh. Actually, damage per second 20 for 3 ticks. That's not... It never used to do 60 fucking damage before, did it? Did it always do that? That seems pretty crazy. Oh, but yeah, I guess we're adjusted by armor. But still, that's pretty good. Oh, that's actually kind of cool because now you can actually see where it is. Kind of hard to see what's going on, I guess. But. Cool. Yeah, thanks for that. I hadn't seen those. Oh, well, thanks for the heads up, Joshua. Yeah, if anyone can find it, I'll check it out. Yeah, I feel like I would have noticed if there was something about halflings or Middenheim recently, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, anyway, cool. Okay, so Skycutters can charge, and they seem to also do pretty good damage against single entities. My sail was getting drilled by that one unit that was just plinking away at me. It sucked. But yes. I don't know, is there anything else you guys wanted to check out? I already did some unit testing and stuff the other day, but yeah. Will you actually ever use Skycutters? I think I kind of will, maybe, yeah. Can't wait to use Skycutter spam. We can try that again, but with like... Oh, should we just do the same one? I'll just do the same one again, but like with more, just, you know, I'll try harder this time. Try some bolt thrower Skycutters. I don't think the bolt thrower Skycutters melee line is any different, is it? Skycutters seem to have a surprisingly good melee presence, pretty good stats and armor. Yeah. Actually, yeah. If we tried them against armor piercing, they'd probably get fucked up a lot more. But yeah, I wonder if I wouldn't be surprised if it's something to do with the animation, because it's like the eagle is at the front, and they like the melee troops maybe can only hit the eagle, but because the eagle's got like 80 armor, like they, you know, they don't do that much to it or something. And then also these guys are shooting with their crossbows at the same time. So yeah, I feel like it's something to do with, it's something weird to do with their shape, I reckon. But yeah, I'm not sure.
Eyes and ears! The Asa Navy shall always protect Ulthuan! On the lookout!
Might try and
Storm that place!
set them up like that.
Air patrol! Aerial attack! Sky strike! On the wing! Ship's company! Forward! Wind rush! Air patrol! Sky scout! Wind rush! Warship crew! Storm that place! Tidal charge! Rocks and Asser! Fly over! Approaching position!
They're basically taking no damage, and they've done a bit to the enemy already.
Eyes and ears!
Sky Scout! F1!
On the wing! Brave idea! At once! Speed up!
We rule.
Looks
the
like pretty
sky.
effective collision attacks. Oh, you reckon they have collision attacks? No, I didn't see any collision attacks.
Sky Strike.
You reckon they have collision attacks? I didn't see any collision attacks. No, they're just meleeing with their charge bonus.
We rule the skies! With the seas!
Oh, yeah, maybe. No, they didn't. No, their health didn't go down. No, they're not doing collision attacks. They're just knocking them around. They're just attacking in melee with their charge bonus on, and they don't. It's not. They don't even do much really. It's more that they don't take much damage.
Air patrol!
Like they're not killing them super fast or anything. They just don't take that much damage.
On the wing. Fly over.
Oh, you reckon they're doing collision attacks?
Sky Scout! No place for doubt! Show
try.
our might!
Let's see if we can do it here.
On the wing! Swoop upon them!
I don't know. They might have missed.
Eyes and ears.
We rule the skies! Eyes and ears! Rocks and Asser!
An opportunity.
Nah, it's not doing it. They wouldn't have collision attacks. They're tiny little shitty chariots. They wouldn't give the they wouldn't give them collision attacks. See, they're not doing fuck all.
Glide off.
Nah, they don't have collision attacks. Collision attacks are only for like big chariots.
Sky Scout! On the wing! We rule the skies!
I don't know. I mean, if they do have collision attacks, they're really shit because I'm not seeing much damage.
Sky Scout.
As far as I can tell, they're not even doing the issue. I wasn't even expecting them to have collision attacks. The issue I'm seeing is they don't do any impact damage. See this? They just ran in there, no impact.
We rule.
Whereas if it was cavalry unit, it would just smash in, you know.
Glide on!
And I mean, they seem to be pretty effective anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter. But I just think visually it would look better if they were doing impact damage. They perform well against not big flying monsters. They perform well against manticores. I don't know about Furies. I did want to try them against Furies, actually.
And a sword.
Rocks and Asser!
I don't know. Do you reckon I wasn't doing it properly?
Without
I feel like
question.
they were. I feel like when we were doing it over here, they were clearly running through them, but it just wasn't doing the collision attack.
Air patrol! Sky Scout!
But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I wasn't. I don't know, maybe I wasn't doing it properly. I don't know. But yeah, they don't really do any impact damage. They don't do charge attacks. They just get a big charge bonus basically. The only thing is I don't really get is like, what's the point of giving them the high mass if they don't do any impact damage?
We rule the skies!
On the wing.
See, they're charging right now. I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe they are doing impact damage a little bit. I don't know. I reckon it was just like attack damage they were taking from the infantry or something. I don't know. It may, maybe. I don't know. Maybe there was a little tiny bit of impact. It's certainly not Scarbrand level.
Luthen Skycutter!
They get out of melee very easy,
Moving
yeah.
out. With strength and
Now I think but what I'm seeing is just they have a really high charge bonus. I mean, you just leave them in combat, they take hardly any damage, and they do good damage over time just from their auto attacks. Plus, they shoot with their missiles.
Flee!
Acelin. Luthen Skycutter.
Victory is assured!
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say.
Great
Could be like
plan.
very light charge attacks, maybe.
Make them lament! For glory!
Finish them! All smooth sailing.
Clear skies!
Dragon ships. I don't think dragon ships are a unit, unfortunately. They're like an army. How are you liking the Mariner troops, though? Well, I haven't really seen them properly because I think the whole point of the ship's company is that they're a very low tier, super cheap, chaff kind of infantry unit. However, you can get heaps of buffs on them and stack heaps of buffs on them. And if you get all the buffs unlocked, then eventually they become good. I think it's meant to be kind of like how Dechala we were looking at before. I was saying how Dechala buffs the crap out of her basic Marauder infantry. Yeah, I reckon they don't take enough damage in melee. Yeah, I feel like these things should take more damage in melee. Like, considering I was just leaving them in combat, you know? And yeah, I don't know, the way that their ability works, momentum, it's basically if they charge when they're at high speed, they get extra 50% mass, 30% speed, 30% charge speed, 20% charge bonus. So all of that stuff would be great if you were trying to smash into them and do a lot of impact damage, which is what normally cavalry do. Anything that charges in and hits something of a lower size category, it does impact damage based on its speed and mass. And so this whole ability is based on doing impact damage, but they don't seem to do any impact damage. So that's why I think it's like it seems to me like it must be somehow bugged or something. Like it seems like it's designed to be an impact damage attacker, but it doesn't actually do any impact damage, and instead it just fights good in melee, or just doesn't get hit in melee or something. But yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm seeing. I don't know if you guys are seeing something that I'm not, but yeah. How do the regular... Actually, yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Try them out on Furies, yeah. Norska don't have Furies, do they? Valkyrie is a kind of fury. Indeed. How many have I got? 3. I reckon the Fury... I feel like the Fury should wreck them. But, I don't know, we'll see. See what happens, I guess. Wait, where is the... Are the Furies infantry, or... Wait, where are the Furies? Are they in... Wait, the cast... What, do they even have Furies? Maybe they don't even have a... Maybe they don't even have Furies. Yeah, I don't think they get Furies. Lame. Slanesh get Furies? Fucking, where are the fucking Furies? Oh, there. it? 92150. Thanks, guys. I found them eventually. Hey, Garrett. How's the DLC stuff that you can talk about so far? Yeah, good. Yeah, I wanted to see how they go a charge, because like, yeah, maybe because they don't do impact damage against, they don't seem to do any impact damage against infantry. So yeah, I was wondering if they can do
Just give the word.
impact damage
Proceed.
against
Storm that place. Rush forth. Consider it done. Storm that place.
against
Rooks
flying
and
units.
Assur.
Oh, let's shoot charge one in. Oh no, I don't know if we got the. We got momentum. Yeah, we got momentum.
Air patrol. Eyes and ears.
How are we going? Oh yeah, they're smashing the Furies.
Combat die.
Yeah, actually, yeah, was there impact damage then? They just chunked them, didn't they, with impact damage? So I think it seems like maybe they do impact damage against flying. Although once they're getting wrecked a lot more against the Furies though. Once the battle settles down
Lord Aceland.
and the charge bonus starts wearing off, they just start getting ripped apart.
Sky Scout.
No, they're still going to win though.
We rule the skies. With precision.
Yeah, the Furies are going down.
Rocks and Assur. On the wing. Fly over. On the wing. Most likely. Assur seafarers. Sea Lord of Alfwan. Sky Scout. Ship's company. Air patrol. We rule the skies. Air patrol. Light on. Rocks and Assur. Eyes and ears. Wind rush. At once. Fly over.
Yeah, they've got their momentum.
Sky Scout. Eyes and ears. Aerial maneuvers. We rule the sky.
Seem to still be doing pretty good.
Rocks and Assur. Moving out. Approaching position.
Yeah, so no real impact damage, but then
Eyes and ears.
the charge damage is
Sky
good.
strike. We rule
I'll
the
see you, Joshua.
skies.
Thanks for
Aerial
hanging out.
maneuvers. Test their metal.
Yeah, if you find that thing, Joshua, can you chuck me a link on my Discord? Just do most of them ad. I'll check it out.
Air patrol. Sky Scout. Rooks and Assur.
If you can be asked. If you can't, I totally understand. No problem.
Air patrol.
Kick some butt. I shall try my best, man.
Without question. On the wing.
Hey, Waffle.
On the wing. Brave idea. Rush forth.
But yeah, I don't know. I didn't really like the I liked the Skycutters at first, just like conceptually. I just thought they just were a really stupid idea of having like a bird tied onto a chariot and shit. But I don't know. I just kind of, I don't know. I just got over it. Now I'm just like, I don't know, they're cool. They're like the high elves, you know, flying bullshit. 80% damage sustained, still 4 models. Feels chariot, man. Yeah.
We rule the skies.
Yeah, I just kind of got over it. Now I don't know. I don't mind them. Like, I think originally I didn't. I thought they were kind of like just generic fantasy bullshit, kind of like the Kislev ice chariots and stuff. But yeah, now I don't know. They do kind of feel. I don't know. It just feels high elfy and to me in a way, and like I don't know. Yeah, it just kind of works somehow.
We rule the skies.
Big fan of the Merwim. I don't mind the Merworm. Yeah, I don't mind the Merworm, but I don't know. I think the Merworm and the Sea Elementals, they don't really jive that well for me with the High Elf thing. But, yeah, I don't know. You can't send the link in chat, Joshua. Are you on my Discord? I was going to say, if you're on my Discord, if you could chuck a link on the Discord, I can check it out there. But if if you're not on the Discord already, it's too much trouble. I understand. No worries. Oceanids are comparable to Treekin in that they're tanky.
Victory is assured.
I don't particularly like elementals, and the Merwin feels weird with the high elves, but it's still awesome on its own. Yeah. The texture on the Oceanids and elementals is pretty ugly, not gonna lie. Yeah, I kind of feel like they look a little bit Cathayan as well, like they look kind of like Chinese dragons to me. You know, just yeah, no stress, Joshua, it's fine, man. Yeah, it's fine, no worries. Give Merwin to the Druki as well. Sure, why not? I guess they would need like an evil version or something there. What are we gonna do? Should we just do like more Skycutters against stuff? Who's like an invisible? Oh, here we go. Can you give him? Can he have Stalk? No. Oh, I could go for, can this guy get a Skycutter as well? Oh yeah, there we go. Or Great Eagle. Let's have a shitload of Skycutters. And then, just have an enemy army with... I don't feel like they're going to do too good against cavalry, but... Here we are, 90,400. Noska bear units are cool, yeah. No, say Sea Lord Iceland gives them Stalk with it. Yeah, no, I was looking for like, I was gonna have like the entire army flying and just have like one, and then have actually, yeah, I can just give him like, yeah, I can put like some Shadow Warriors. They've got Stalk, don't they? Yeah, we'll get some Shadow Warriors and just like hide them in the corner of the map or something. What else did you want? Like a big monster or something? I don't know if I can afford a big monster. Pricey and Repreton. What do we got? 889. Yeah, that's pretty good. Alright. How many Skycutters does it take to kill an army? Can a Merwin beat a Hydra? Yeah, a Merwin would beat a Hydra easy. A Merwin, I feel like a Merwin's like a tier 5, like almost on the same level as the Lizard Man's what do you call it, giant lizard thing. Whereas the Hydra, I feel like the Hydra is much more of a like mid-tier kind of monster. But I don't know, it'd be interesting to try him out. But yeah, Dread Saurian, yeah.
Sky Scout!
It will be done.
Rocks and Acer!
Air Patrol!
On the way!
Most likely!
Air Patrol!
Get it done!
Can a Merwin beat a Carbitus? I'd say so, yeah. Merwin's anti-large, it's got way more hit points, it's tougher, and yeah. It's better in every way, basically. They're both anti-large, and the Carbitus doesn't regenerate, so I'm pretty sure the Merwin would kick the shit out of it. Plus the Merwin's probably got like twice as many hit points as well.
Aerial attack!
Fair fight, 1v1. Can't argue with that. Asset gyrocopters, essentially.
We rule the skies! Sky Scout! Fly over! We rule the skies! Orders received! Sky Scout! On the wing! Approaching position! On the wing! Wind rush!
Where the fuck are they going?
Sky strike! Air patrol! Eyes and ears! Eyes and ears! Eyes and ears! Combat dive!
Skycutter Doomstack, here we
Swoop
go.
upon them!
Eyes and ears? Yeah, I don't know what that's about. Did it actually do some impact damage there? Some of it, maybe? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Skycutter Doomstack sounds stupid, but single entities with that don't have a heap of armor just get drilled. Range attacks are huge, low demo, but huge ammo count. Yeah. Oh shit. Uh-oh, we're in trouble now. We're gonna have to go into full melee. We've got no nothing, it's not flying. Lost one entity. If you land them, they plow through the enemies. They're broken that way. Oh, okay. Well, okay. Yeah, well, let's try it. Because I had them on the ground after they'd landed, and then they didn't. And then they did plow through, but they weren't doing charge attacks. But maybe if you land them, like actually land them, maybe then they'll do charge attacks. Or maybe they were doing charge attacks. They just didn't seem that high damage. Yeah, I was seeing them plow through, but they didn't seem to be doing much damage. If you land them and do them like use them like a land-based chariot, they do heaps of damage. Okay, give it a try. When I was landing them and using them like a land-based, like when I was landing them and just charging them in, they weren't doing much. But I didn't try landing them and charging through.
It will be done.
On the way! Speed up! Rocks and Assur! Getting there! Moving out! Speed up! Sky Scout! Test their metal! Combat dive! Sky Strike! Without question! Swoop upon
Oh yeah, it
them.
looked like they just got that guy.
Get it done! Wind rush!
received. Test their metal.
Okay, now yeah, they do have charge
Roxanne
attacks.
Fly over.
Yeah, it seems like they do have charge attacks. Just
Eyes
like yeah, they're not Scarbrand level,
aerial
but
maneuvers.
they are doing it.
Get it done. On the wing. Wind rush. We rule the sky. Air patrol. Combat dive. Aerial attack. Wind rush. On the wing. Eyes and ears. We rule the skies. Glide on. Air patrol.
You can just pull out at will, which is pretty handy.
On the wing.
Look at the enemy army, it's pretty fucked up now.
Sky Scout. Approaching position.
Orders received.
Sky strike. Sky strike.
Air patrol. Sky strike.
Without question. Test their metal. Air patrol. We rule the skies. Eyes and ears. Wind rush. Rocks and Asser. At once. Test their metal. At once. A sound tactic.
Yeah, no, they definitely are.
On the
Yeah.
wing.
Sorry, Anthony. They definitely are doing charge attack.
Air patrol. Eyes and ears.
Maybe they were doing it before, but I just thought it was such a low damage that I thought it was the melee attacks from the infantry.
Sky Scout. Eyes and ears. Combat dive. Speed up. Swoop upon them.
Yeah.
Moving out.
Yeah, it's working all right.
Rocks and Asser.
We rule the skies
With precision.
with precision.
Straight ahead.
We have the upper hand. Fly over.
Shit. Skycutters are you know, the ultimate chariot now.
Victory.
I wonder what counters them. Something that stops them from running through, I guess. You just need some like cavalry in there or something. Or monstrous infantry or something.
We have the upper hand. Victory is assured.
They just keep shooting into melee at the same time as they're doing all this shit as well.
Make them lament.
Jesus. Interesting. All right. I don't know if you're still there, Anthony, but yes, they do charge attack. You're right. I just couldn't see it because I only had 3 of them before, and the infantry was doing damage as well, I think. Are they good at running down lords? I don't know. They're just good at everything. They just do everything. No, I don't know if they're good at running down lords or not. Sky cutters, eh? I don't know. Is there anything else that we want to test out? Yeah, I mean, I guess we could try mixing in some monstrous infantry. I kind of feel like they might still do alright, even with the monstrous infantry in there, though. Test out the Merworm combat. Yeah, we can test out Merworms versus stuff, I guess. What do we want to test our Merworms versus? Carbitus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, Carbiduses are like way lower tier. Yeah, I don't think the Carbiduses will do too well against them. Maybe for the same, if we go the same price. $861.50. Yeah, I feel like they can't I don't know, I feel like the Merworms might still win, but you know, see, this is like the same value. Helpits might do better, they have regen, yeah, maybe. They're both aquatic. We could put them in water so they could have a proper water fight. Yeah, I don't know. Was there anything specific you wanted to know about Garrett? Or yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff in the DLC. Oh, got some debuff happening. They're actually not doing as well as I thought they would do. Routed one of our rooms. That's right, he'll come back and regen. Poison's working a bit, reckon? Maybe. Might need to kite a little bit. BBL 30. BBL 30. Run away. You need to rout. Oh, they might win. There's too many. If I played it a bit more tactically, I might have done better. Flee! Oh, shit. You need to flee, my brothers. Flee. Rally. We need to flee and regain our strength. We need to regen our health. Shit. No campaign play yet, no. Dark Elf superiority, yeah. Sorry, we got him now. The lack of regen will win it for us. Aislinn can't really paint the map. No, well, he's not really intended to paint the map, yeah. I guess theoretically you could eventually save up. Yeah, we basically use allies to paint the map for you. Basically, yeah. Basically what he does is he takes over a settlement, then he donates it to one of the other High Elf lords, and then he occasionally builds a colony, which is his sort of settlement. Aislinn can confederate the other High Elves, yes. All High Elves can confederate, yeah. Alright, we won, but only just. Yeah, so he basically, his main mechanic is that he takes over settlements and he gives them to his allies, and that gives him more unlocked stuff and everything. He can also build colonies, which are settlements. When he donates, he can build an outpost as an undercity underneath the city that he donates, and then he can also build colonies, which are his actual settlements, but they're a bit more limited than normal settlements, and he can only build, he has to use a currency to build them. So it's sort of like, you know how like you need High King's authority to be able to build the deeps when you're a dwarf? It's kind of the same in a way with Aislinn. Like he has to unlock colony capacity. He starts off with only one capacity, and then he has to like spend domination points, I think, to get more capacity. You can also use domination points to get more dragon ship capacity, up to a maximum of 5 dragon ships. But yeah, so his 5 dragon ships are kind of like his capital cities, and then he has these outposts, which are kind of like his minor settlements. And you can have as many of them as you want, I think, but I'm not actually sure if they're limited or not, but yeah, you certainly are limited to 1 at the start, but you can get more capacity for them for the colonies. But I think you only yeah. Dragon ships are like his ogre camps. Yeah, kind of. They're like Black Arcs, I guess, mainly. Oh yeah, but they're different though. Oh yeah, I don't know how much of that stuff's been shown yet. I don't know, was there anything else you guys wanted to check out? Was there any of the Norskin stuff that was cool? Yeah, so we got Bjorg Bearstruck, he's pretty cool. We got the Fimir hero is new. The Fimir hero's got Sunder armor, magical attacks. He's also got favored by the Matriarch. Gives a 55-meter radius plus 24 melee attack. He's also got From the Mists, 25% missile resistance, just for him. Skin Hidden Plates. Gives armor and cause terror. Shrouding Mist. Gives missile resistance 10% in a 35-meter aura. It's pretty cool. Oceanids, Lion Holders, Swordmasters for damage front line. Oh, you reckon mix Swordmasters and Oceanids together? Laura Mists, yeah. How do you get into the magic? Oh, yeah. So you got Ladriel Shroud, which is just a single target, 150-meter radius, just really cheap, and it gives them vigor per second, immune to contact effects. However, I didn't realize, but if you upgrade it, it gives them a pretty fast, powerful heal, a single target heal. So it's 0.5 per second for 25 seconds, so it's like 13% heal for 9 with magic. So I don't know, it's not very cheap. But because you get all these other effects with it, I guess. But yeah, so you got a heal. You got Method Spy, which is like a single target, sort of like Spirit Leech kind of thing. I'm not sure how effective it is compared to Spirit Leech, but it gives you a minus 30% speed as well. So I think that works quite well for High Elves, where your main thing for killing single entities is going to be shooting them with like 57 archers. So that giving the single target damage and the 30% speed reduction on top of that. It's pretty cool. Walk between. What's upgraded? Just duration and more speed reduction. Vigor recovery is 75% for 4 wins. Nice. Yeah, you got walk between worlds. 55% physical resistance is pretty massive. 22 seconds, gives them extra speed as well. Yeah, no, what that would be good for, I guess. Cast it on your cavalry unit before they charge in. Cast it on your Sky Cutter before they charge in. Flensing Har is a debuff that reduces armor and missile block chance, so good for buffing your armor, for buffing your archers. But it's a spreadable plague type thing. Can hit up to 5 targets. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't know. I kind of feel like, I don't know, for the price. They say chain hex are bugged. Oh really? What? As in they don't work? And then you got Writhing Mist, which stalk and snipe in a 35-meter radius. So you can put like 2 or 3 units underneath this, or if you got a hero squad, you could have like 15 heroes and then cast this on them and they go invisible for 20 seconds. Pretty cool. You can overcast it for 40 seconds. And you got Mistress of the Deeps, which just summons a unit of Oceanids. It's kind of cool though because they're it's a summon spell, but it's what do you call it? It's monstrous, you know. So like with vampire counts, you know, they can summon zombies, but if you go to like a heavy cav or a monstrous cav unit, they can still charge like straight through the zombies. So it doesn't really like pin them in place, pin your enemies in place necessarily. Whereas with this one, you know, if there was cavalry charging your archers or something, you can just summon these Oceanids in front of them and it would just block the cavalry completely. Or if there was cavalry trying to escape from your, after they try to cycle charge you, you just drop the Oceanids behind them and they're just trapped in combat. You know, so kind of cool like that. Or use them to trap enemy heroes that are on a mountain or something that just pushing in and out of your lines, you know, just drop Oceanids on top of them. So I don't know, yeah, sort of feel like that could be pretty useful. You only get 2 uses with it though, but I don't know, I wonder if you can put a point into it in your skill tree and get the cap higher. Yeah. Feels expensive. Yeah, well I think all of the mists magic stuff is kind of, they're all buffs and debuffs and stuff, and yeah, I feel like, you know, that stuff's not really that great. Like you normally just want to, you know, blow them up with magic. Yeah, so yeah. So I think like most of the time if you're using magic, you're just going to blow them up with your magic. But I think, yeah, like, you know, you want to take the mist mage because it gives you the speed buff, like the campaign movement buff on your armies. So I probably want to put one in all my armies just so I have that extra campaign movement range. Even if he's not that powerful of a character, you can still chuck items on him. You know, you can still have a Helm of Discord. You can still have a Sword of Torment. You can still have, you know, he can have arcane items because he's a mage, so you can get like extra winds of magic for your army and stuff. You know, so it's kind of like, even if his magic's not that powerful, it still gives him like a utility type of thing. And also, if like if your like lord is like a fire mage or something, then this guy gives you like a kind of budget heal and a kind of budget spirit leech that you can have, so you've got that extra utility while you still got the fire damage. You know, the fire damage is your main big impactful damage lore. So yeah, I feel like they're kind of cool. I feel like they fill a weird sort of utility slot. They're not like, you still need a primary mage as well. Your mist mage is not going to be your primary caster for your army, but yeah, but you still probably want one in every army anyway. You know, it's kind of what I'm thinking. It's like 13% heal, yeah, for eight wins. So yeah, it's not the best, but it's like, it's still decent, you know. And like a lot of times you're not even caring about efficiency. It's just like just having a heal. Like a lot of battles like are not that serious, but being able to heal all your single entities up at the end of the battle after the enemy's routed is really useful. So even if it's, you know, inefficient as shit, you don't really give a shit because you still got like 50 wins of magic left over. So you just waste it all on topping up your characters, and that's like just a really handy thing to have, I think. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing High Elves. Yeah, so on the 22nd I can start streaming stuff. So it's like 3 days from now. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing maybe Tyrion or Teclis. They did they did a blog on it, blog on Tyrion and Teclis the other day. Oh no, not a blog. They did like a live stream where they showed off his stuff. Healing up some Dragon Princes with a vigor buff seems very goated. Yeah, for buffing cavalry and stuff, you know, like you could you could overcast Ladriels on them. The only problem is if you're overcasting, you can get backlash and damage him. Like he could lose 25% of his hit, or he could lose like 15% of his health in order to heal 13% of their health, you know. It's kind of a bit shit, but yeah. Yeah, so it's 25 seconds. So yeah, it'll basically tick 13 times. Law of Life doesn't really have good damage. Well, I mean, I don't know. Depends what you mean by good, I guess. I'd rather have Law of Fire than Law of Life, though. But if I had a lot of single entities and I didn't have any other caster, then yeah. But yeah, but what I'm trying to say is that you're gonna have a mismage anyway. Like you're gonna have a mismage anyway to give you the extra campaign movement range. So it's like, yeah, he doesn't replace, like you're still gonna have your primary caster. This guy is as well as your primary caster. He's not instead of. That's what I'm saying. I feel like this lore does not compete with the other laws because you have him like as well as. But that depends on whether if he shares capacity with mages, then all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so I think, yeah, if he shares capacity with mages, that kind of sucks. And then that means that you're gonna have like a caster lord with this guy as your assistant, basically. Writhing Mist. The debuff the enemy's melee defense, yeah. Actually, that's a good point. I was sort of thinking more about using it as a stalk snipe thing. But if you like don't use it, yeah, so this has got two different uses. So you can either use it to make you guys invisible so they can sneak around the back of the enemy, or if you're fighting against other high elves, for example, when you lock into melee with them, and then their archers are also shooting the shit out of you, then you pop this on top. It gives your guys 20% extra missile block chance, and it gives your enemies minus 24 melee defense at the same time. So yeah, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. I guess I don't know if 30 block chance is really that good though. Yeah, this would be really useful, I think. $30 on top of what you already have. Yeah, I guess if you got silver shields, if you got like 55% missile block, and then you add another 30, that's 85. So that means that your 45% chance to get hit goes down to 15%. So it's reducing your chance to hit by like 60% if you've got silver shields. Still really wish we got I wish, like, Bjorg is cool. I wish there was like a non-bear version of him that was just like a Chad Marauder dude that was really tough. I wish we could 360 block chance. Yeah, well, that's a good thing. Yeah, actually it's actually that's a good point. I was subconsciously sort of thinking, but it's only from the front because it's shields. Because it's block chance, but it's 360, so it's not from the front. It's from 360, yeah. What elf stuff has got 70 silver shields? Excuse me, sorry. Yeah, these guys got silver shields, 55%. So yes, that goes up to what, 85%. Oh yeah, even their normal spearmen do. Even everyone's got silver shields, yeah. They've all got silver shields. No, they have missile resistance. So swordmasters, swordmasters even have 20, don't they? 30. So swordmasters would even have 60%. That's kind of cool. Yeah, white lions don't have shield block, but they have magic missile resist. That's still pretty cool though. Does the silver helms have silver shields? No, they have bronze shields. Still. Scales with spell intensity? Yeah, it would scale with spell intensity, 100%. Yeah, there's a lot more spell intensity around at the moment. Lord Mist would be good for protecting the monsters engaging on the front line. Yeah, maybe, yeah. Monster protection. I just want to play it. Fucking all this theory crafting and shit is all well and good. Extra layer of defense against range, yeah. But it's not that good. It's much better for shields. Like if you've got a shield already, then it's like I was saying, it goes from 55 to 85, which basically cuts down your incoming missile by like 60%, Whereas if you've got no shield block and it goes to 30, then that's only reducing your incoming missile by like 30%. It's still, I mean, it's still good. Yeah. Yeah, send it after rattling gunners because it makes it makes the dragon invisible. They wouldn't be able to slow him down on the way in. By the time they see him, he'd already be on him. If you capped on resistances, it adds more resistances. That's true, yeah. If you got 90% missile resistance already. But if you got 90% missile resistance already, you probably don't give a shit. You don't waste the winds of magic. Dechala versus Nakari. Should we just make bosses fight each other now? I don't think I can use Nakari because of some weird thing. Yeah, I can't use Nakari because of some weird thing. Something about the version that they're giving me. I'll see if they've sent me another key. Yeah, I don't know. Nah. How come there is already Decala's quest battle on YouTube? Because somebody made a video of it and uploaded it? I think you can just, yeah, let me just, cover up this screen for a second. Just to make sure I don't accidentally show anything I'm not supposed to show. Yeah, if you just go into battle, quest battle. What are we doing? Slaanesh. Yeah, I can show you the quest battles. Someone messed up their release date on the video. Nah, you're allowed to show battles. You're allowed to show battle content. I can do a quest battle right now if you want. Yeah, you can show any battles, just can't show any campaign play. Yeah, so I can even like load up one of my campaigns and start showing a battle. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't really want to get into that because I just felt like it'd be too dodgy. Like I'd probably forget about it and accidentally just start showing you the campaign or something, you know. Only the final battles are off limits. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, one says final battle. Yeah, so I guess that's the one you can't do. Rather see them live while I play, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I might just leave it at that for today, and I might just play a bit of Bannerlord or something for a bit, and if anyone wants to hang out more, I might do a bit more tomorrow or something. Maybe I don't know. I'm a bit like lost with what to do for the next couple of days while I can't play campaign. But yeah, no, I might, yeah, maybe tomorrow we'll do some quest battles. I'll see how I go. Real channel's dying. I'm like getting like Yeah, I'm getting. I took a couple of weeks off. I'm getting like I'm losing subscribers at a steady rate. You'd think that since the DLC was about to come out, people would be more interested, not less. But when can you show us the goodies? Yeah, 22nd I can show you campaign stuff. So yeah, so the next 2 days I'm just gonna be like, I don't know, maybe show a bit of battles here and there or something. I don't know what to do really. But yeah, once we get to the campaign time, then we can just be streaming 24 hours a day. Which is like we just play campaign hard out. Yeah, that should be fun though. So yeah, maybe I'll play a bit of Bannerlord now, since I probably won't be playing any Bannerlord for the next 2 weeks. I'm playing I'm playing Old Realms, which is a Warhammer Fantasy conversion for Bannerlord. And you guys haven't seen it before. Banterlard, indeed. About that. But we can take down the background just about. Just gonna switch out the details on Twitch. I'm stressed about the eagle chariots in this helps. Nice. All right. So yeah, we're getting some Old Realms loaded up here. Get my head down out of the way a little bit. Yeah, I'll just set this up so I'll punt you guys over to the new stream, those of you who want to hang around for a bit. Other Warhammer only people, I'll see you tomorrow. Hey, yeah, Spanner. Yeah, maybe I'll do some quest battles tomorrow. But yeah, I'm just gonna play some Bannerlord now, so yeah. Get this going. All right. Yeah, so we're just loading up Old Realms. Gonna play some more Warhammer Fantasy Bannerlord. Our roleplay for today is that we're playing as a Warhammer 40,000 Inquisitor that's crash landed on a feudal planet. Because there's some planets in the 40k Imperium that are cut off from civilization and have never advanced past a feudal system, but they can still provide tithe to the Imperium in terms of men and potentially raw materials. So he's going to claim this world for the Imperium, but he's lost all of his high-tech weaponry and so forth. He's only got his psychic powers, and whatever he can cobble together.